People seem to forget, if you change today, today will change your life. To keep up with the latest episodes, make sure you subscribe to the Self Belief Chief podcast Facebook group, download your favourite ones, and this episode is brought to you by Odd Health, the easy way to speak to a nutritionist. Take control of your health and your body with the support of registered nutritionists online through the Odd Health app. You can even take a free questionnaire so that they can understand more about your goals to help with your first consultation. If you want to know more, on the selfbeliefchief.com/podcast page, underneath the episodes, you'll be able to find more information. What is confidence about in 2020? See, at the beginning of time, we needed confidence, beginning of human species, the confidence to survive. Confidence to fight or flight or whatever was required, the confidence to, just get through each day at a time. Now today we don't have a saber-toothed tiger at our door that's gonna kill us or whatever. So what is confidence in 2020? Today confidence really is the ability to take a stand. Is the ability to say what is on our mind, the ability to point out what is wrong and what is not working. And that's all confronted with the risk of what everyone else will say, and with social media that will get blown up, and your words will always be remembered, right or wrong. But we need to take a stand. We need to say those words. We need to have conversations, because despite the many, many, many hundreds of thousands of years, today we still have problems. Today there's still injustices going on. Today there are still things which you see and quite clearly understand is wrong. We look over the last couple of years when you've had the Me Too movement, you have the Black Lives Matter going on at the moment. Things where people were having the confidence to stand up and point out that it is wrong, despite the fact that it has been wrong for such a long time. But people have started to have some faith and confidence that actually you can say something about this. You can do something about this, even if the answers aren't straightforward, even if the answers aren't clear yet and the next steps aren't clear yet, that people in masses can have the confidence to stand out and not be ridiculed for it. And that's incredibly important. It's incredibly important that people have the courage and know that other people can back and support them, and that it's popular to actually make a stand for something that is right. Was even 5-10 years ago, it was you just couldn't. You were an outcast. You were on the side if you said your point and made a stand or took a position. I was watching a documentary about Hillary Clinton recently, and they were showing her and Donald Trump sort of going back and forth on their sort of presidential debates. If you remember, where Donald Trump was stood 2 yards behind her, kind of standing over her, leering as she was speaking. A very aggressive position and stance to take. Something which in the documentary Hillary Clinton was speaking, she knew he was there behind her doing that, and how difficult that was. And that was back in 2016, so we're only talking 4 years ago. And she made a point. She says, I couldn't stand up and say, get out of my face and do this, because I would have been described as, an angry or disgruntled woman, I think the words that she said. But actually, if you think about 2020, in 2020, if she'd done that, she would have been respected. People would have applauded her. People have said, of course, she's right for saying that. That people won't dominate that position, that people won't intimidate. That was only 4 years difference. 4 years ago, where maybe people would have said, wow, that's aggressive if she'd responded. And today people would have said, Hillary, thank you so much for standing up for yourself and standing up for other women as well. It's interesting how confidence has changed. And we want the confidence to take on opportunities, because now there are more opportunities and avenues than they've ever been before. While some industries struggle, whole new industries are opening up, whole new opportunities where people can really have a look at being paid for their passion. It's the confidence to try something new. It's the confidence to say what's really going on. It's the confidence to innovate at a level and a scale that just sort of radically increasing all of the time and just creating new opportunities and new possibilities. It's the confidence to speak to people in power, to say, how can we change things? Things need to improve. We need to do something. We can't just speak words like I'm doing right now. That next step is the actual action that we have to take. It's to be able to make those connections and build those bonds and build those bridges that allow conversation to be facilitated that will improve things. It's the confidence such as NBA teams stepping off a court, stepping away from doing what they love to do in solidarity. When a black man in America gets shot in the back 7 times. It's the confidence to take a stand knowing that it will affect them, financially and whatever else, but something way more important. Something that's way more pressing, something that still hasn't been dealt with. I was listening to the Milwaukee Bucks and a few of their players read out a fantastic statement in terms of their position. And it's the confidence to read something like that. The confidence to make that stand despite what people may or may not say. It's the confidence to keep pushing the boundaries, to keep pushing the conversation, to keep pushing the action, even when it feels slow, even when it feels like it's not happening. And I only wanted this episode to be a short one, so I'll just finish with this, which is your confidence and speaking up can save people's lives. So continue to be brave, continue to be confident, continue to build upon what you may already be doing to help, to contribute to society. Your confidence can save lives. And maybe in that way, confidence has hardly changed since the beginning of time, except for one small difference. Rather than just the confidence to save your life, do you also have the confidence to save someone else's?